Russia has made it clear that it is ready to respond to any threat it considers harmful to its national security. President Vladimir Putin stressed this point in an official speech ahead of a meeting of Russia's Security Council. He said that while Moscow remains highly cautious of what he called the West's destructive policies, Russia still supports diplomacy as the main path to easing tensions. According to Putin, the foundations of Russian diplomacy are equality between nations, indivisible security, and mutual respect for each other's interests. Putin voiced concern over the possibility of worsening geopolitical tensions, especially with conflicts expanding in both Europe and the Asia-Pacific. He explained that Moscow's decision to cancel its self-imposed moratorium on deploying intermediate and short-range ground-based missiles was not a choice it wanted to make, but rather a forced step. According to him, this move was driven by US and Western plans to deploy missiles closer to Russia's borders and in regions Moscow views as strategically important. He emphasized that Russia considers such deployments a direct threat to strategic stability and a clear provocation. In his remarks, Putin also underscored that Russia has always prioritized political and diplomatic means to safeguard international peace. He made it clear that military action or threats of force are not Russia's preferred tools, but that the country must maintain sufficient readiness as a deterrent to potential dangers. He warned that Russia would take whatever measures are necessary if Western nations continue pursuing policies that undermine strategic balance or violate international agreements. One of the main issues Putin addressed was the New START treaty between Russia and the United States, which is set to expire on February 5, 2026. He said Russia is prepared to extend the treaty by 1 year beyond its expiration date if US President Donald Trump agrees to do the same. Putin argued that such an extension would support global non-proliferation efforts and create a foundation for broader strategic dialogue between Moscow and Washington. At the same time, Putin acknowledged that the overall system of nuclear arms control has been breaking down. He pointed to new risks tied to Western actions, including plans to develop missile defense systems in space or in regions Russia sees as threatening the balance of power. He cautioned that if New START expires without renewal or a replacement, the world could face an uncontrolled arms race. He urged the US and its allies to show good faith by respecting stability, committing to transparency, and honoring verification measures already built into the treaty. Analysts have warned that uncertainty after 2026 could easily escalate, since there would be no mutually recognized limits on strategic warheads and launch systems. Putin also framed the end of the missile moratorium as a reaction to what he called Western provocations ranging from missile deployments in Europe to expanded missile defense systems and a growing military presence near Russia's borders. He said these steps can't be dismissed as minor, because they affect not just regional security, but the broader framework of global strategic stability. Still, in every statement, Putin has emphasized that Russia does not seek to start an arms race. He stressed that the country's military capabilities are strong enough to respond to any threat, but that diplomacy and political solutions remain the top priority. He argued that measures such as extending New START, opening new discussions on shared security, and respecting international agreements are the most effective ways to avoid uncontrolled escalation. Overall, under Putin's leadership, Russia is projecting a firm yet measured stance. The Kremlin insists it will respond to any threat, especially those crossing strategic lines, while at the same time showing readiness to engage diplomatically. The message is clear: Russia does not intend to stand by. It feels provoked, but it prefers to keep the path of negotiation open to preserve stability and prevent a deeper global crisis.